Hello everyone, welcome back for another Anything Goes Saturday. I have been organizing my craft room and I'm finding all kinds of things to play with. One of the things that I ran across is Fun Flock. Now I only have two colors, so I was limited to what I could do with this, but I haven't ever played with this. I'm going to give it a try. I decided to use, excuse me, the De Fleur Daisy from Unity, and I'm only going to use part of it, so I'm going to be cutting some of that off. I didn't want the whole image, I wanted the main part, so we'll be using that. And I'm going to take and I'm going to emboss it, so I'm going to use my Versamark and Black Diamond embossing powder. So I'm going to start up by inking up my image here. And I'm going to throw on some Black Diamond. I like this. It has some silver and some sparkle in it. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't use my embossing buddy, but I did okay. So now let me heat set this. Okay, I don't know if you can tell, but there is some sparkle to this. All right, so let me get this cleaned up and we'll add our Fun Flock. All right, now to use the Fun Flock, what you want to do is you want to use glue and then you put this on and it gives it a soft feeling. It's almost like flocked paper. So I'm going to use my media glue. I want something that's not going to dry too fast. I got to get a paintbrush of some kind to paint this on. So give me a minute I forgot that. This is when cheap brushes are good. All right, now I thought I had, yeah, here I do. I have it's the backing for glue dots. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to apply the glue to the center of my daisy. Then I'm going to take the yellow and I'm going to sprinkle some on. I'm just going to let that sit there and I'll do another one. All right. I'm just going to kind of press it down into the glue. Since I've never played with it, I'm not certain if I have to or not, but I will. All right. Do this one. And add some of that. All right, I'm gonna put the lid on that. I'm gonna move all of this because my next step is to take the Fun Flock off and put it back in my container. All right. This would be great to use if you want to create a whole panel to use on your card. It comes in other colors. For some reason, only have white and yellow. I have no idea why. Okay, so there's that. Now this has to dry before I can go to the next part. So I'm gonna let that dry and I'll be back. All right, since I don't have any green to do the fun flock with, I'm gonna do my leaves with a alcohol marker, and I'm gonna do those now because I haven't done anything with the daisy and I wanna get my leaves done so that when I go to cut it out, it's done. So I'm just gonna color in my leaves. Okay, now that I have my leaves colored in, what I want to do is I'm going to take my towel and put over top of it, and that way if there's any green, I'm just going to rub, if there's any ink on the, or marker on the embossed part, I went outside the lines, it'll take it off. That way I don't have to worry about. Okay, that's dry and it's really soft feeling. Let's do the petals. Okay, I'm gonna test this. My tip is stained and I wanna make sure it's not gonna come off. Doesn't look like it is. All right, time to paint the petals. And I'm gonna do this slow, or in sections, so that the glue doesn't dry before I get the white on. Okay. Again, I'll push it in. I should probably put this underneath. All right. And I'll move over to another one and I'll just kind of work my way around. Okay, I have all that on. I'm gonna clean up and give this some time to dry. Okay, when it was dry, I went ahead and cut it out. I also played with my cardstock, and I'm gonna mount this on a piece of black. And since this leaf was cut off, I'm gonna move it that way. So let me get ready and put my card together here. Okay. There's that. And to make it stand out a little bit, I'm going to use some foam adhesives on the back. Give me these. Right. And I'm using a lot all over because I want to make sure it's stuck. All right, let me get the backs off. All right, now, the first thing I got to do is make sure that that side goes down correctly, and I go down as far as I can so I don't go past my edges. And I'm going to add some silver gems. Oops. I'm adding a lot of silver gems. Let's do a large one here and a small one. Come on. Yeah, I'll do it this way. There. And there's today's Anything Goes Saturday, playing with Fun Flock. If you have any of this, pull it out. It was fun. And it has a soft feel to it, so you just have to make sure it's good and dry before you swipe across it. Join me next week to see what product I will be playing with. Have a super Saturday. Bye.